I think when you see the Nautilus lock in there, you feel pretty comfortable just pushing the Poppy into that bottom lane. And she's going to be an incredible potential setup champ very quickly. Look at how much vision control Gen.G has over the Dragon and how much control in general they have over the Grubs. They have both sides of the map under their power.
Trying to flash to make a play here on the Nautilus. Duro is getting quite low. There's the knockup from it, and the volley gets the kill. First blood to Viper, but immediately traded back as Ruler will get one of his own. And honestly, that just kind of feels good for Ruler, who is getting extremely fed at this point in time.
Yeah, bit of a misplay from Delight, but honestly, Duro countering him quite well. The interrupt on the dash, I think they expected, hey, quick kill, Poppy slam it in the wall, it's all good. But the delay means it's a 1-for-1, and with HLE, we're trying to find an advantage.
Does join in, can offer a lot of extra damages. We're not done yet.
Viper in a lot of trouble here. The dive comes in, but Ruler was tanking the turret. Got a little bit dicey. Duro as well, got to take 2 turret shots, but nobody's here to punish, so the dive still works out. They get the kill on a Viper, and they deny him even more CS.
He has no farm. Like, he's 30 CS down.
Yep, in a really rough spot, and especially considering you're taking an Ashe, a pick that is so strong in the early levels. Peanut.
Flash on in with the harpoon, and they're just getting in there on the Peanut, who is in a really rough spot. Even the Talia wall making his way over. Gonna flash the wall, does Peanut. Zeka in an awkward spot himself on top of some rocks. They want to turn this one around. Going for the big sweep here on the Keen, onto Canyon, because they're trying to take down Peanut, but they can't quite do it. Even the sweep to save his life. It's a double kill for Zeka. As immediately Hanwha Life Esports find an angle and pick up 2 kills.
Significant. It buys him a lot of space here. Zeus comes over, Peanut flashes out, and then they commit even harder onto the Xin Zhao, and Zeka is here to peel. And they're just so hell-bent on forcing this fight to work. They lose a lot of the advantage they had moments before.
He shows up.
Yeah.
I thought we solved this.
Well, what's scary is, okay, I don't think Canyon saw him actually. He's got a control word here.
Zeka's in a lot of trouble as Canyon just kind of waltzing on in, and you know, Peanut was just there. So they're like, oh, this area of the map is clean. Nope, it is absolutely not. He's okay for now.
He's alive.
Yeah.
He was not sent to the death chamber, but these grubs certainly will be, and that is going to be 6 grubs for Gen.G, the full stack.
Yeah, it feels like Gen.G, you know, there have been some little mistakes in this game still, but it's a larger lead, and they're utilizing the pressure better. I feel like they have a lot more tools to make plays with as well. So they're doing that well, as Viper's going to get hit with the combo here, as Zeus is trying to make space in the front line, but that turret's about to go down, and Zeus might just die first, as in he goes with the ult. And, you know, he went down as a warrior, but he still goes down. Could have just tried to flash away.
He's just done.
Yeah. Just feels like the blue side is really enjoying kind of getting very strong compositions and having it play itself out very well. And it's been Gen.G both times, though, that has been able to get leads and utilized it much better this time around. Duro, not expecting all of those players from Hanwha Life Esports to be quite that close. Meanwhile, big committal from Hanwha on the bottom side of the map, and Ruler's just going to take more turrets. He's playing a PvE game. He had to deal with the Cassante that one time. And, of course, dove Viper the other time. Gonna take down the turret, and now he's Valkyrieing in as Viper desperate to try to save the turret. It's not gonna work out for him.
Yeah, you guys are all bottom side. I'm gonna push the mid turret. Oh, you think you can defend the mid turret? Can get up there pretty quickly. And this is just hopeful here, I think, for Hanwha Life to try to contest this Herald right now.
Yeah, I think for them, they have to send it at some point. They're gonna choose right now to do it. We'll see if it works out for them. The answer is absolutely not so far. Zeka does get here with his TP, but the fight's already over when Zeus gets chunked that much.
Death rush or something. He just been waiting here a long time.
Hello, he says, as in he goes with the Crescent Guard, and Chovy not having his flash. I don't think he's going to be able to get away from this one. So many members coming in, the Poppy ult as well. And that is a shutdown for Zeka, so the desperation pays off. There's no Baron. We're just talking about the objectives, what's not on the map. And Hanwha Life Esports are the one that go for the sneaky play and claw their way back in. The arrow gonna hit Ruler. He's got Cleanse. He wants to try to shut down Viper, but now he's got to flash away from a Cassante as he's all alone here, desperate to try to take out Viper, and he will be able to. I feel like Viper absolutely should have just let Zeus handle that.
Because Keen was also, after the wave was fully pushed in, kind of shadowing here as well and trying to clear up some vision on the top side of the jungle. The moment he leaves, that's when Zeus strikes here. I don't know if we'll call it a Ruler spot in this situation since he did get the kill.
Peanut just showed bot. Oh, I mean, it's the worst possible timing. I was going to say, you know, Ruler having the most gold, being down summoners, potential for, like, you know, if you catch them on Atakan, if you're able to engage on them and catch Ruler, that is maybe a win con, but Peanut shows bot again, trying to kill Chovy. They lose the Atakan buff. Herald is pushing top. It's not looking good.
The X Factor is definitely the Herald here. I mean, you can't outtrade this.
They're even looking for a potential dive. I mean, Kenny's got Atakan, so certainly threatening it at least. Delight trying to create space and deny the Herald charge. It's not going to happen. That's one Azir turret and one regular turret to be taken down on the top side. So Gen.G really trying their best to snowball as much as possible. The arrow is very much on point as pulled back is Keen as the stun lasts basically forever, but that is just the Atakan buff taking down 200 gold over to their side as they take a bit of extra damage. Viper and Peanut thinking about continuing this fight, but Ruler just a bit too scary at this point in time. Needed it a little bit. It's kind of been the same for a long time, but Gen.G, again, they're so good. They have been good, at least in this game. They've been clean about getting their lead and sticking with it and not overextending and really just trying to take little wins here and there. They're still very much in control of this one. They put down the Weaver's wall, and that is a very nice equalizer as well.
Man.
That gigantic shove! Delight and Zeka taking so much damage, and it's up to Zayd to just try to create some space, but he's just going to be burned down. Another shove comes through. Crescent Guard has to be used from Peanut just to try to survive.
Team is diving in, taking somebody out of the fight, cutting them in half with Weaver's Wall, sieging with Atakan buff when you're this far ahead.
Not doing a crazy amount of damage is okay because you have this Azir, but that's not really the case right now, you know? They don't really have... The Ashe doesn't exist, and Zeka's not far enough ahead, and the whole team is too far behind. Cannon going very deep for this one. The arrow even gonna try to punish that as they thought they saw an angle. And with Chemtech Soul about to be taken down here by Gen.G, Hanwha Life feeling the pressure. They know they got to make some kind of play, but now down an Ashe Arrow, you got to say Viper's really just not going to find much use in this one. We'll see if he can make something happen. As over the wall, in goes Peanut, but it's not going to happen this time around. He doesn't have the Crescent Guard either. Down goes the Hanwha Life Esports jungler, and into the backline they isolate Zeka. Nice sweep, but it's just to keep him alive for just a moment here. Should be a very clean ace to the side of Gen.G, and that should be the game number 2.
Yeah, even without the equalizer, so far ahead, they can easily win that fight. It was a beautiful buffer there by Canyon on the knockaway with his ult to lock them down, but I think the writing's been on the wall for a while in this game. Gen.G with a convincing answer for that game 1, the HLE one.
I love this draft from Gen.G. It's a standard Talia Vi draft, but there's so many elements of it that aren't expensive for Fearless. You played Nautilus, you played Corki here, and you know, at the end of the day, this is what a blue side draft should look like. The execution this time for Gen.G clean enough to take out the Nexus.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.